Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to dip these in the copper. I've already put wax on the bottom to keep it from sticking to the bottom. One thing about the copper is you got to keep mixing it up because it settles real quick. So every 2 or 3 pots I'm going to mix the glaze up again. And this is my fancy glaze mixer. Out of the way. Just dip it into the line. Shake off the excess. Got a sponge handy to wipe the bottom. And that's dipped. And then I'm going to put later I'm going to put a crackle on the top. I'll give you another example. And here comes the inspector. Alright, that's it for now.
Okay, here comes the fun part. I get to play with some fire. Going to pull the pot out around 1300 degrees, go back and adjust the pressure on the regulator to keep that temperature up while I'm developing this one. Now here I'm just spraying some alcohol on it, regular rubbing alcohol, flash the copper, get the whole pot that copper penny color so I can develop the color. Without flashing it, the color's not going to develop. So I try to keep it out of the sawdust until I get the whole pot flashed. Once I've got it flashed, throw it in sawdust like that, cover it up, let the crackle do its thing on the top. It doesn't take long for the crackle to get the effect. The smoke from the sawdust fills in the cracks and gives that crackle effect. Here I'm just spinning the pot, trying to keep the heat even around the pot. And I open up the top a little bit and spin it again, let some of the heat out. Then I'll uncover a little section and see how well it's developing, if it's too hot or too cold. So I've got some good color developing there. I'm going to go ahead and start developing the color on the top and the thinnest area first. As you can see, once I cover it back up, it goes back to the copper. Got the top done. Now I'm going to start working on the bottom. I want to try to get that full color range from the metallic to the purples, reds. I want the whole color range on up and down all the way to the pot. You can see that one black spot there where the tongs were that didn't get flashed well. The good thing about this copper too is if I don't like the colors that I've got, I can throw it back in the kiln, refire it, and redevelop the color. So now I've got a little spot here on the bottom. I want to let it sit for a little bit. You can see the color starting to come in on it. So now I've pretty much got an even color all the way up and down. Once I get the colors that I want, I'm going to take it from the sawdust straight to a water bucket and freeze the color. Stops it from developing. I use the raku clay body that can take the thermal shock right from this extreme heat to straight to the water bucket. I'm going to try to develop this a little bit here, but it doesn't work out for me. So little things like that's what makes it unique. Here we go, straight to the water. This is my first installment on firing. I'm going to be adding more videos as I go. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.